So,
hello in Latvia.
yeah.
However you guys say hello, Guten Tag.
Are we still doing?
We're on 2 charts in Latvia.
Yeah,
Relatively high.
out here killing the game.
They're big fans of
Porcelain.
Of porcelain, yeah.
We get people confused.
Yeah, it's all people tuning in for toilet chat.
Yeah. Well, so we're Porcelain Peak, if you don't know. I'm Tone, this is John, this is Anthony, and we are going to be carving pumpkins. This is a redo because I fucked up last time and got, not hollow pumpkins, what do you say that?
Foam.
Full
foam.
foam.
Full ass pumpkins.
Yeah,
Yes.
so these ones for sure are carvable, set it on the tag. So that's what we're going to be doing. We are doing them in the theme of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. So John's got the witch.
2 out of 3 of us came dressed in
I
costume.
got the pumpkin.
Well, I mean, I didn't have to go anywhere. This is my kitchen this time.
It's my house. Yeah, I don't like the color orange, so I got rid of that shirt already. So. Whoops.
One day I wore it was awful enough.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. All right. So.
Let's go ahead and hop into our dual cam setup. Boom. Woo.
Whoa.
We should do a cooking show. What would you guys want to... too slow. Surprise, motherfucker.
Some fries, motherfucker. I'm not a very good cook. I could grill.
It dies. Motherfucker.
I would have loved if that mob that showed up at the end, he just came up and he was like, "It dies, motherfucker."
That is funny.
It's been long enough since that movie came out. We can chat maybe a little bit more openly about some shit. Everybody's freaking out because there's a lady that shows up in the mob at the end who's just carrying an iron.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like, "What the fuck was she planning to do to Michael Myers with that?" And somebody was like, "Yeah, well, they tried everything else. Maybe she knows something."
You gotta iron the evil out.
We have our episode that'll be out tomorrow.
Oh
Yeah, recording, unless you're watching
Steven!
What?
What's up, buddy?
They
They you. Here, fool.
How you been, man? It's been a long time no see. We've been... I completely fucked up in the middle of Resident Evil 2 because we didn't have your guidance.
Oh yeah, how did the rest of that stream go? I know you guys weren't on for very much longer. Because
Yeah.
when I popped back on, it was already done.
Yeah, I found out that I can't go back now that I'm in the lab. So I got a little frustrated.
We got to the lab.
We got to the
Were you
lab.
there when we got to the lab?
I got there right when you were entering Nest, right?
Yeah. So we're in the nest, and we can't go back to RPD to finish off the rest of the puzzles and get the rest.
So
of the
before
weapons.
we got on Nest, we were supposed to go back to the police department.
That's hardcore that it doesn't, because like I feel like modern video games don't fuck you like that.
Yeah,
Like if you make the wrong decision, it's just like, oh, you're just completely fucked now.
I kind of like it.
You said you kind of like it or you don't like
I
it?
do.
Yeah, it'll be
It's like you got.
It gives you those stakes that you don't get in movies these days.
It's doable. It's just going to be more difficult.
Yeah, worst case, we'll have to go back and fix it for ourselves, but yeah.
This guy's gonna be crooked. The Crooked Man. That's a franchise that needs to die.
Conjuring spinoffs.
Yeah, I wasn't paying close enough attention. I know that when I went back and I looked, it definitely does give you that like last second kind of like, hey, you're not allowed to come back after this point. And I
Does it say that?
Yeah, I completely missed it because we were being
Bullshit.
a couple of fucking guys.
How dare you guys be a couple of guys?
But I'm glad you're surviving. I know that it's tough out there right now.
All right. So just for pumpkin technique talk. Oh, you're gonna tape over that?
Over the pattern?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Punch through it.
I cut slits to make it a little bit more foldable, and now I'm gonna poke holes in it with this thing.
Ooh,
Where's
poking
the
guy.
fucking?
I'm not gonna.
So camera for up top is there.
Oh, okay. There you go. A little poker.
That was your high school
Baby
nickname,
poker.
right?
Baby poker. Little poker. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all Lil Poker Perez.
Little poker Perez. That's right.
I saw a news article the other day that just made me go like, this is why I don't read just entertainment news. But it was all Kristen Stewart considered for Robert Pattinson's Joker. And literally all the news was somebody in an interview was like, yeah, that's an idea that somebody came up with. And she said, yeah, I wouldn't touch that with a 100-foot pole. And then she's like, but I'm flattered they would consider me. And then the news was, she said she was flattered, so there's a chance.
So you're
So
saying
so you're saying there's a chance.
What'd you carve on your pumpkin, Steven?
I'm making mine. I'm taping mine up kind of in the fashion of Michael Myers when he makes his masks in the Rob Zombie version of the movie. How they just look like shit, and like yeah, that's what I'm going for.
And you're like, that's the cosplay my pumpkin's doing.
It worked for me last time though.
Yeah. How'd the rest of the pumpkin work out for you? You're like, it's great. It's painted back at home.
Drilled a hole in it. What?
That's sick.
Argument.
Is the nut? Does it deteriorate? Like eat away at the foam?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a time release thing.
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna throw this out before it explodes?
Keep talking.
You're the only person that has a fucking foam pumpkin that decays, like a real pumpkin.
That was a story on like Wang's channel or whatever about the guy who.
On Wang's channel?
Yeah, there's like I think is it Justin, something Wang,
Oh.
on YouTube. He talks about internet stories, things from Reddit. Talked about a dude who made a fuckhole in a coconut
Mm-hmm.
and just like never like cleaned it out. He basically was like, oh, I'll just throw it away when I'm done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And one time he stuck his no-no thing in there, and there were maggots crawling around inside of it.
That's cool. As in, like, disgusting.
I just did a silly face. I'm gonna do one more though. You ever try the foam ones? Sounds like you did a real one. If it's already gone bad.
Yeah, we learned many years ago that
The amount of effort we put into these is not worth losing them immediately.
yeah, and we were like,
I think I'm just lazy and don't want to clean it up, and it starts deteriorating.
yeah, you leave it out just a couple days too long, and it's just nasty, and there's like bugs crawling around inside of it, and then you try to fuck it.
Yeah, and you try to fuck it, and then shit goes real bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fuck it. I think you fuck it anyway, you know? You know, Brittany?
I know.
I think I'm gonna do like a spooky face on my regular pumpkin, just like a standard spooky face.
It's like a standard spooky face. Classic jack-o'-lantern.
Classic Jack, a gentleman jack-o'-lantern.
He says, no way. Oh shit! First time chat from Chuck Goes to the Movies.
Why aren't you at the
Hey!
movies, Chuck? You fraud. Your name says you're at the movies.
Chuck, are you gonna change all your usernames now?
All of his stuff is already Chuck and
Yeah, he's already changed everything on like Instagram and stuff for that.
Chuck and Ruff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely there's a certain quality to doing like the real stuff, but like I said, the amount of effort that we put into these pumpkins every year, like having just a huge collection of like really dope pumpkins is I find a lot of value in that.
Yeah. I do miss seeds. The pumpkin seeds specifically, not just in general. Not the...
You sounded like you were in like Interstellar, and you're talking about like, remember when there used to be plants? I do miss seeds.
Seeds, man.
Ooh, we're living that second monitor life. What movie you watching, Chuck?
Oh, he is watching a movie. How
I'm
funny.
happy to be everyone's second monitor. Yeah, plus you can clean the seeds and bake them.
Yeah, that shit's hella good.
My mom was always very anti sunflower seed because they get everywhere, but she always was like, but I'll do some pumpkin seeds though.
What do you mean they get everywhere?
Like when you eat them in a house with teenage boys and stuff in it.
Oh, I didn't realize you were a monster as a child.
I wasn't a monster. Oh, watching a little gin.
Dune 2021. And if you're watching the 2021 one, turn us off. No offense to us, but that movie deserves your full attention.
So do you think that weird ass shit that happened before the Warner Brothers logo came up or whatever, was that like supposed to be in the voice? You remember when that black screen was on?
I know.
It was like,
and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Dreams are a wish your heart makes or whatever.
Dreams are a wish your heart makes.
There you go. Get some.
What's your guys' favorite spooky cartoon?
Spooky cartoon? Like
Yeah.
like full blown animated series, or just like in general?
Doesn't matter.
If we're going animated series, it's gotta be Scooby. Scooby Doo.
Scooby,
Yeah,
Dooby,
that's a classic.
Scooby doesn't do.
I used to watch Scooby a lot. Billy and Mandy I used to watch a lot, but it wasn't really spooky.
Courage the Cowardly Dog was great.
Yeah,
Courage used to
Bugs.
actually give me some spookums.
Oh, second watch, yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough.
I was saying we should get together with the guys, the log crew, because Chuck was saying he wants to get everybody together again for a
Do like
discussion
yeah.
and do a Dune versus Dune. Watch Lynch's version.
Is there a contest?
No, not. I just mean like, you know, it would be fun to rail on Lynch's version and then fun to praise or disagree on the new version, because I don't know how everybody in the group feels about the new one. I know some people thought it was boring or didn't get much out of it.
I got a lot out of it. It had
Yeah, I
me.
know, man.
It had my attention.
The theater started
Had attention,
steaming
you know
up.
what I'm saying?
Scooby Doo for show.
And then
Hey,
Simpsons
oh,
Treehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. That's what I'm gonna watch tonight. I was like, what am I gonna watch? I want to watch just some fun Halloween stuff. I was thinking about the Legend of Sleepy Hollow cartoon, the old one.
Ooh.
I love that cartoon.
It's not. I guess part of it's scary. I don't know if you guys ever seen Little Nemo.
What about Big Nemo?
Adventures in Slumberland. He goes to like a nightmare world.
Mm-hmm.
That shit used to scare me as a kid, but I loved it.
That would probably pop up on our horror can show up in the most unexpected places or whatever.
It probably has been.
I love that shit.
I don't know if you guys noticed or, but on this most recent watch of Sleepy Hollow, there's one point where Ichabod walks out onto the bridge, and there's a toad on the side of the bridge that's like, Ichabod, Ichabod, and then it jumps away, and I was like, oh, is that an Ichabod and Mr. Toad reference?
It had to be.
That Tim Burton was making, because Tim Burton used to work for Disney.
He's like, fuck you, Disney.
Well, no, they still have a good relationship.
Well, they
Just
fired
don't
him
do
originally, and now they have a good relationship. They fired him and then realized he was a genius and then bought his stuff, basically.
You hopping out, Chuck?
Well, thanks for hopping in.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, bud.
Remember that fear is the mind killer.
Yeah, and it leads to suffering, and suffering leads to
Buffering.
buffering.
And that the Jedi mind trick is just a ripoff of the voice from Dune.
Hey, Britt. You don't have to come on camera, but if you want to come close and tell Steven about your Mr. Toad's Wild Ride experience as a child, because he's saying that the Disney ride used to scare him.
Is that the one where you go to hell?
Yeah,
It is the one where you go to hell.
Dude,
that's why I love that ride.
Yeah,
didn't
my
go-
wife has a similar story.
I didn't go on that until I was an adult, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I was
same here.
5. First trip at Disneyland. Went on there. I was like, alright, this is kind of cool. Hit the gates. And I got through it. And then I don't think I realized how scared I was. And then the rest of the trip, I wouldn't go on any other ride like it. So if it had like a car type like track thing like that, wouldn't go near it. So like we would stand in line, and I would tell Mom, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." And then we get there, we're like, "No, I don't want to do it."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Listening to Ashley the intern, Porcelain producer Ashley the intern, tell that same story on the other end is not great. She was like, my trip was literally ruined.
It's a very
Yeah.
it's a very misleading ride, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they still have it.
Well, I mean, if you even look at like Sleeping Beauty and like, or not Sleeping Beauty, but
Snow White.
like,
The Snow
those
White
are-
ride,
they're
yeah.
pretty dark.
Yeah, and that's what I miss about Disney is when they used to make just like creepy rides. Everything was kind of creepy.
Haunted Mansion is still chef's kiss.
That's supposed to be scary. There ain't no real ghosts in the Haunted Mansion.
It sits next to you, bro. Still don't know how they do it.
And magnets, how do they work?
I was just about to say that.
Don't say that. Don't encourage that shit.
Hey, what's really strange?
No.
They're notoriously great people.
The Juggalos?
Yeah.
Insane clown posse?
Yeah.
You're a great person.
Looking.
Easy.
Got me.
Juggalo John.
If I thought that their music was good.
It's a Winnie the Pooh right now?
At Disney
Orlando?
World.
Or not Orlando.
Yeah, our experiences are all from Disneyland here in California.
The Winnie the Pooh right here is trippy.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Does it have the Huffalumps and Weasels?
Yeah, and
or
it's
whatever?
all like black light.
Dude, I always get hella nervous when I go into those. I'm gonna have stains on my crotch.
Like yeah.
Or on your face.
Like yeah, got me. Is that a Scary Movie 2 reference?
No, that's a real fear.
No, his. You're gonna have something on your face. I'm pretty sure it is from Scary Movie 2.
No, but it's a real fear.
It's a real fear, but also I was wondering the other day because I'm thinking that Scary Movie 2 was supposed to be the superior of the Scary Movie movies. So I was like, do I want to try Scary Movie 2 and see if I have a better experience with it?
It has David Cross in it. At least there's that.
And
Yeah,
we
it's got
always
the-
reference the strong hand thing.
Yeah. And I'm gonna shit on these walls, right?
Grab my strong ring.
One of my cousins swears up and down to this day that she says I'm gonna shit on these balls, Ray. And I was like, that makes no fucking sense. You're an idiot.
Yeah, it does. Because she's talking about farting in his mouth, so she's directing it at him.
Yeah, but she
I'm
goes like this.
Maybe your cousin saw
I don't know.
maybe your cousin saw an unrated version that you didn't see.
Is
Yeah.
it Michael?
It is indeed Michael.
Then he's right.
But don't you hate that when you have like a relative or a friend who just fucking insists that you've heard a song lyric wrong or something and you know that they're just full of shit?
Yeah.
I used to get into arguments about Big Daddy and whether it was not damn you, Scuba Steve, or Scuba Steve, damn you. You know? When he steps on it.
What's the?
I think that
correct answer?
that movie is a genuinely pretty great movie.
Huh?
I think Big Daddy is genuinely a pretty great movie.
Yeah. So I poked holes.
It had a good soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Now the holes are there.
Yeah, you're gonna make me start getting hella nostalgic. I used to watch that movie all the time.
Now I'm gonna trace over the hole so I can see what the frog I'm doing.
Yeah, and the first
Progress.
the first moment I realized that I at that point in time in my life had a tiny little crush on Leslie Mann.
Oh yeah.
She was. I mean, she still is.
I was all about the
Beautiful
other one because I used to be hell into raspy voices.
Who?
I don't know her name.
I am.
John.
Leslie Mann.
I'll kill her. So bad.
You're into Leslie Men.
You're into hairy men?
I mean,
I remember being really confused about Jon Stewart. I was like, I didn't realize he was an actor because I
Yeah.
was used to seeing him on.
he's
Daily
actually
Show.
pretty good in that movie for the small amount that he's in it.
He just fucks off. Like he's like, I don't want my kid,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you know what? Good for him. That kid's a little shit.
Both of them.
And then they grew up to be Riverdale.
Just one.
They grew up to be Riverdale.
I just always assumed at one point they like fused back together to have one celebrity career. Isn't that what happens with twins? Mary-Kate and Ashley haven't been a separate entity for like 20 years now. They became Elizabeth Olsen.
To be fair, she's a better actor.
I also think she's better looking, but that's
Oh,
personal preference.
my hand's cramping up.
This is always the toughest part. Like carving, I don't have a lot of a problem with.
These teeth, I remember, were a fucking pain in the ass last time. So
They should have a little more real estate to work with this time.
At least you know it's going to pay off in the end this time.
Oh, yeah.
You did all that work for nothing.
I did turn it around and get a Sharpie out and fix that one.
You did. So I got this game, Anthony, that is like you name a category, or it names a category rather,
Mm-hmm.
and then in 60 seconds you're supposed to write down an answer to that category for every letter of the alphabet.
60 seconds.
Yeah, well, you get as many as you can. So John and I, not with the 60 seconds, but just going through the alphabet, went through horror movies. Thought maybe we could do that with sci-fi movies.
Ooh, yeah.
See if we can each name one from every letter.
I think that's fun.
Sounds like one of those car ride games that I used to play when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We would do like a free association game where we would just go through the alphabet and you just had to say a word that started with that letter, but we would do it.
Yeah, sounds very similar to that.
Yeah, but we would just do it for like an hour or like 2 hours, and then the challenge was to then collaboratively remember everything we had said backwards.
Holy shit.
So we would work all the way back to the beginning of the list.
That sounds awful.
Well, I mean, when you're on a 6-hour car ride and you don't have an iPhone,
Very true.
you do what you can to stay entertained.
These markers don't got a lot of juice in them, fellas.
I don't think I've ever used the marker. I usually just do pokes and call it good. And then keep my,
Did you guys hear that the Dollar Tree is raising their prices?
Is that true?
Huh?
I feel like this is a setup.
No, it's crazy because it sounds like a joke.
Yeah.
And the way I'm saying it for some reason makes it sound even more like a joke, but
What's the deal with the Dollar Tree? So it's going to be like the $2 tree, or?
they're going to have like specific sections because they're saying, yeah, our stuff is junk and we want to be able to bring better stuff in. So we're going to have sections that are like the $5 tree.
Isn't there a place that's like,
It's called Five and Below.
yeah.
Yeah, Steven, I totally agree. Before cell phones, road trips were kind of maddening. I always was a
Headphones.
Headphones
yeah,
and a CD player or a Game
headphones.
Boy.
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
it was usually a combination of the two for me.
I had-
CD player, headphones, and then I'd play Pokemon.
I had a
Yep,
case this
same
big
here.
from my Game Boy, and it was loaded with games. And then I had a Game Gear, so I was like ready to go. And I had one CD, and it was Tub Thumpin'. And that's why I still don't know the words to that song correctly.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh, just kidding. I never owned that.
Still funny.
But you can imagine.
I can't imagine.
I couldn't do books. I wish I could have done books in the car.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't
they
supposed to
make me
do it,
sick.
John. You're supposed to read it.
They make me sick to my stomach.
You got paper cuts.
He's just like, books make me sick to my stomach.
It was always difficult because for whatever reason, like doing like playing Pokemon or whatever wasn't enough to kind of trigger that car sickness. But for
Yeah.
whatever reason, printed page, game over every time.
That's because you were allergic to education. I want to learn how to virtual dogfight instead.
Hey, it's cockfighting, all right?
Whoa.
Yeah, I used to, every summer I would have like a different CD. That was like my CD that I listened to on repeat. Always hoped that by that summer I would have a CD player that didn't skip.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just went through so many CD players. It was like every Christmas we would just get new CD players.
That's crazy.
Well, we traveled a lot. When my family had our RV,
Mm-hmm.
we used to go. We used to basically spend the entire summer out of state or camping.
That's sick.
It was sick for a while, and then obviously I got to that age where like I didn't want to be away from my friends for 2 weeks or whatever, or a summer. Basically, like once I graduated from junior high,
Ooh, cramping.
I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And once I said I didn't want to do it anymore, then my sister didn't want to do it anymore. And then eventually my grandparents got rid of it.
You're like my brother.
RV.
Meth. Did you hear what I said?
My brother what?
It's like my brother did meth.
Yeah. You would think. It would make things make a lot more sense.
You're like, nope, brother is stone sober. Just a weird guy sometimes.
I had a dream about you last night.
Was it a sexy dream?
No.
What was it about? What happened?
It was me and John on, and I think we were sitting outside of In-N-Out, I think. If I remember the tables correctly. Well,
were we outside, inside, or outside?
Outside? With your dad and your sister.
Interesting.
And then you walked up and were trying to tell us something. It seemed like you were in a bad way. And I was like, what is happening right now?
That's super weird because my dad texted me the other day and was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And he was like, "Yeah, because I had a dream about you where like I woke up and I was like screaming for your name because I couldn't find you." And he was like, "Yes, I was worried about you." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was like, "Why is everybody having these fucked up dreams about me where I'm in a bad way?"
Mm-hmm. I almost texted you this morning and was going to ask you, but I figured I'd see you later and find out if you were okay.
Well, I guess I'll find out if he's dead later.
Yeah. If you want to know something, just wait.
All right, so I would only was it? Oh.
Alright.
I only get sick if I could see the window. Oh, I see. From the traveling, yeah.
I used to look out the window and I would just listen to my music and I would just imagine I was in a music video.
And then as I got older, I would watch out the window and I would just cry. Listen to sad music.
Listen to Coldplay.
Well, you guys want to try to go through some alphabets?
You guys do it.
Okay. Sci-fi?
Okay.
Alien.
I'm shocked that's what you went with.
Okay, fine. You want me to pick a different one?
No, I got one. Arrival. Goober.
That doesn't make me a goober. That's not all I
It's
think
like
about.
your.
It's just
I'm
the
gonna
best-
need you to look at me.
It's just the best movie of 2016. That's it.
I'm gonna need you to look at me.
What? That's not all I think about.
So do we all three do one this or today?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we did yesterday. I mean, there's really no rules.
A scanner darkly.
Nice. And articles can and can't count.
Yeah, so
Depends on
yeah.
how you want it.
Depends on how
feeling.
desperate you're feeling.
Yeah.
Get a little beat sounds.
B.
Yeah. I got one. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner 2049.
Battle Los Angeles.
Oh, Battler.
Battler.
Contact.
I haven't seen it, but Coherence.
Oh yeah.
It's on my Mrs. list.
It is, but I didn't know what that word meant, so I didn't do it for the quiz.
Coherence.
Yeah. The synonyms quiz.
Synonyms quiz.
I think of things that start with C. The core.
Okay.
Nice. Dune.
A one Donald Darko.
His name's actually Donathan Darko.
Dillard. Dillard Dargo. That's fucking stupid.
The day the Earth stood still.
There you go, see?
Starring Keanu Reeves.
E.T. the extraterrestrial.
I just had one.
Yeah.
Donald Darko is so cursed. Agreed.
This is cursed.
This is cursed. I had one for you, and I don't remember what it was.
What letter are we on? E?
Yeah.
Huh?
The Empire Strikes Back.
Event Horizon.
There we go. That's good.
Nice.
F.
Did I do that right? Yeah, okay. F.
Ford versus Ferrari. There's no way men can drive that fast.
I don't know. I'm stuck. Someone else go. Alright, as you can see here, where does it go? There you go. Then I got the middle dude. I like to do middle out. I don't usually punch holes in them, but a lot of times with these pumpkins, it just kind of falls through, so.
Time for the Patrick Bateman face peel.
Oh, face off. Thanks, bud. 'Cause that definitely is some science fiction shit.
Yeah. I am drawing a blank on F here.
I got one.
Go for it.
The Fifth Element.
You sound like you're about to sing "Fuck Me and Salt and Pepper." Push it.
Got a little poked holes here. And it's hard to see.
Let me see. Oh, is that a witch?
Holes.
It's a bitch.
It's a Vavitch.
Some poked holes. Anybody else got any ideas for F?
I gave my one.
Don't get stuck. Keep carving.
Stun locked.
Huh?
What's been said already?
The Fifth Element.
And face off.
Is there a movie called First Contact?
I think that's the subtitle to
One
the
of the Star
sequel
Treks.
to 2001. I think it's called like 2010 First Contact. I think.
Well, so there is a Star Trek that's First Contact.
Yeah. What about that superhero movie with
I was just gonna say that.
that stretchy guy and that invisible girl?
Oh, Fantastic Four. That's fine by me. I'll do that.
Say we're doing one about a dog that comes back to life.
We won't talk about that on the show. Alright, so on to G.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that this is entertaining or should we do something else?
I don't know, ask Steven. you enjoying our us being stumped about movies? He's like, I wouldn't listen to your show if I didn't.
How's that? Yeah, how's that different than every other week?
Gattaca.
Alright, Steven thinks it's fun.
Yeah, feel free to jump in, man.
Yeah, if you're like, you fucking losers, how did you not think of...
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, nice.
You reminded me about superheroes.
Yeah,
Forget
those are movies.
Mm-hmm. Depends on who you ask.
If he asked Martin Scorsese.
Ghosts of Mars.
Oh, shit.
H.
Mm-hmm.
High Life.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
With Raw Bat, Bat and Bat.
Ensign. I'm trying to think of one too. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Some of these letters are tough.
I have one for H.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Man.
Who?
Hollow Man.
Oh, nice.
Hello, man. The best Invisible Man movie there is.
The Hunger Games.
Oh, did I need to do an H?
Yeah. The Hunger Games.
The Hungry Man.
Howard the Duck.
That'll play.
Isn't it like interdimensional travel?
Yeah.
There we go.
Based on what the wife said, Invisible Man will be my selection for I.
That's what I was gonna say.
Inner Space.
Interstellar.
Inner space, I barely know. Still got it.
Boom. Still got it.
J.
Jumper.
John Carter.
It's a good one.
I think you can say wig. It's like,
Uh,
that's a stretch, brother.
Justice League.
Oh, shit.
The League of Justice.
What are you all shitting about?
I turned the knife the wrong way and made a cut in the wrong direction.
So K.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Ooh.
Which is what I used yesterday for a horror.
King Kong. Which is also
Oh.
what I used before. I got a double K. What are you gonna do about it?
Points.
K's a hard one.
K-Pax.
Oh,
That's
okay.
actually a super good pool, dude. I love that movie. Even with he who must not be named.
Can't believe I pulled that out of my K-Pax.
I can't believe Voldemort was in that. L.
Looper.
Lucy.
Nope. Just knocked two out for you, John.
There was that movie that Lucy ripped off.
Oh, you're talking about Limitless?
Yeah.
Like I'm on Limitless.
Wasn't that the same premise?
Yeah.
Similar. Wasn't there a movie called The Lazarus Effect that also would have applied here?
Yes.
Yeah. Was that the one with Glover?
Yeah. Olivia Wilde.
Yeah. I wanted that movie hella bad, and I was very disappointed.
M.
Martian.
Mad Max. No,
It's Mars Attacks.
I don't like Mad Max as science fiction. You know, because it's really not.
Because that's science fact. That's all.
There's the science behind it.
That shit's all gonna happen.
What did you say? Mars Attacks?
Yes, I did.
Moms need or
Moms
Martian-
need Mars.
Yeah, Martians need moms. What is it?
Mars needs moms.
Mars needs moms.
Mars bars.
That's double M's, bro. Next. Burn. Still got it. Oh, this is getting so thin.
Wasn't there that movie Next?
I just said.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't hear you.
Oh.
It's too-
Crazy.
I thought-
Right there.
Huh?
Yeah, no, I was too focused on my my pumpkin.
Yeah. I thought it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
I am gonna say that this is sci-fi enough for me.
Be
No,
good.
no Time to Die.
What the fuck is that?
The new James Bond movie.
Oh. Yeah, I would accept that. I'm sure there's gadgets.
That's what sci-fi is. Just gadgets.
Gadgets that don't exist. Yeah.
That's why I love Dune, because of the gadgets.
Because of the gadgets, because of all the gadgets. That's fair. Progress for anyone that wants to see. Got the tough stuff out the way.
Should get these in here before I.
Did you do N already? Or you got stuck doing N?
I'm still thinking.
We're getting there. I should have done those before I got too big for my britches.
I cannot think of anything.
Laundry's done.
Mm-hmm. Are you asking or telling? Oh. N.
That's helpful.
Now.
Never.
Huh?
That's what I call music.
Never.
Never-ending story. It's fantasy.
Did you just say the never ending story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on a sci-fi list, so I would take it.
What's science fiction about it, though? I mean, you can have it if you want. I don't care. I'm just curious.
I'm not pushing the issue. I'm just saying that if we want to move on from this stupid letter.
John, if I were the alphabet, what would my next letter?
Night at the museum.
Yeah, I take that.
That's in a museum of science, bro.
It's in the Smithsonian.
And it's fiction.
You don't know that. You ever been there after dark?
So then it doesn't count?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh.
Just take a little break here. I was reading Bossy Pants, as you may or may not know. And apparently Tina Fey also likes Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's good to know she's not a fascist.
Because those Cheddar Bay biscuits, man,
Mang.
I'd pay somebody for those.
Yeah, Red Lobster.
Yeah. Or
Oh.
Save Mart.
Old about the beach that makes you old.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
It's giving me so much wiggle.
Hands are getting pumpkin dust on them.
Yeah, that's the trade-off, you know?
Highly flammable pumpkin dust.
Oh, Steven said that we could have used Jordan Peele's Nope, probably.
I'm gonna say nope. Nope on that. Old country for no men. I was just making a joke. I was wrong. Oh.
I was like, I don't know if that's a sci-fi movie.
What's on? Oh.
I said M. Night Shyamalan's old about the beach that makes you old. Like any other beach if you stay long enough.
Makes you old at the rate of normal time. Always another tough one. This back half of the alphabet has been pretty rough.
Don't talk about the alphabet's back half like that.
I don't know. I'm stuck.
I really didn't want to lose that spot, but okay. Guess I'm working without it.
What happened?
I don't know, I lost a chunk in the middle that I wanted as a support, and it is gone now. See you later.
Damn it! I don't like being stumped.
You're an idiot. What's the earliest Halloween costume you remember wearing as a kid?
That I remember that I've seen pictures of, huh? That's tough. I remember... I remember seeing pictures of me as a lion. I was a lion.
Yeah. Why the fuck you lying?
Yeah, because my mom dressed me up like that.
I was a California raisin once.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
And you still will be when you get old. One time I did it like a pinstriped gangster. With like a Uzi, like an old school gangster. But the first one that I can actually remember was a Raiders head coach. So it's probably just as good at the time as the actual Raiders head coach.
Burn. I think my earliest one that I can remember was Batman. My mom made a homemade Batman costume, and then my cousin showed up with like a store-bought one that was obviously much more doper. And I'm I'm sure I threw a fit about it or something. I don't know. I just remember running around and being like, well, there's 2 Batmans. And that was my first exposure to the multiverse.
My mom made all of our costumes.
My grandma would always make her costumes unless we got like a week from Halloween and we could not fucking figure out how to put the weird thing together that we wanted to be, and then we would buy stuff from the store. What's your favorite Halloween costume you can remember wearing? One where you were just like, dude, this all came together.
So I guess there's two territories that would work for, which would be as a child
And as an adult.
an adult. So as a child, I was Darth Vader,
Nice.
and that was a ton of fun. I had a mask that had the little voice in it and everything.
Oh,
It was-
sweet. I'm Chad Vader.
And as an adult, I've got a couple of costumes that I was really proud of when I put them together. I was Baby Driver one year. I think I've reused that costume before.
Sounds lazy.
But the one that I
No, he
think
put so much work into it.
the one that I think that came together the best was Rick from The Walking Dead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Coral.
Yep.
My favorite one that I've ever done, I was, oh my gosh, I can't remember.
What's her name from Finding Nemo?
Yeah.
She was the little girl.
Oh.
I was her, Oren Wells fiction.
I'm a piranha.
Yeah.
Did you mean Olin Mills?
Whatever.
I mean, I really liked when we did Freddy versus Jason.
I love when that picture comes up every year.
Yeah. I was 11 after I had a mental breakdown and shaved my head.
I was there for that.
So, yeah, for both parts.
Yeah.
For the costume and the breakdown. So it worked. You know, I turned my frown upside down, which is Stranger Things reference.
With some Eggos.
Yeah. And then I dressed up as my dog. And that was pretty good. Oh, Brittany and I did Cosmo and Wanda.
Oh, we did.
For work, right?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was good.
I think most of my adult ones, because I've just gotten stupider and stupider.
Oh, I really liked my Mike Wazowski costume.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, we were Mike and Sully. They were kind of cutesy costumes, not like it wasn't like an actual eyeball, but like it was just a fun, easy costume to do that we did for the Halloween, like the Oogie Boogie Bash, whatever that would used to be called, Mickey's Halloween Party or whatever.
I'll look at that.
Mickey's spooky orgy.
Sporgy.
Welcome to my sporgy.
Go! Go!
I'm about to steamboat your Willie. I'm trying to think of like what my favorite Halloween costume I've ever had was, where I was like, oh fuck yeah,
Your
dude.
David Pumpkins one was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
That was super fun. And last
I
minute,
think that it was also just really good for that night.
that night,
That was
and
probably
that,
one of the best Halloweens.
yeah, and that year when David Pumpkins was big.
Yeah.
That was our first Youth Kids year.
So you just looked like a big poo.
Were you wrapped in foil?
I was wrapped in foil,
That's hella funny.
and I had the little thing that came with me.
Alright. Well, I am done.
Wow, overachiever.
I think I probably had the easiest of the three.
I think that you 100% did.
So.
I realized I've been over here carving in the pumpkin carving in the corner like a gargoyle.
Where's good? There you go. Ooh, I want for you over here. Where's the second one? There we go. Oh, good. There you go. It's all there. Now we gotta cut the top.
Ah, Fruit Ninja.
I don't have a whole hell of a lot left, but probably got to.
Or a hell of a lot of hole left. You know when you're carving a pumpkin and you just get those happy little accents?
You fuck something up?
But I'm realizing I really enjoy the stabbing thing. Maybe I should try this more often. I was telling Adrian last night that I remembered that the reason that I didn't watch Supernatural when it came out was because the commercials for it scared me when they would come on, because it would be like after Smallville, Supernatural, and then it would show some scary shit, and I'd be like, I don't want to watch that.
I'm just a science fiction nerd who
Yeah.
likes my superheroes. There were some scary-esque episodes of Smallville, though, like that bug motherfucker.
Well, especially in the beginning when it was doing Monster of the Week stuff.
Yeah. Just the monster of the week. Must be the demon of the world. Hey, can I borrow a tea light? Fuck. Sure.
Bitch, I said no.
Mighty lights.
Fine.
Yeah.
Did it show?
I did, yeah. It's not really any way around it. Wow, John, I can't believe you forgot about the best costume we ever created. That was from Ash.
Are you talking about the when we were Rick and Carl? Because I already said Rick. I said Rick was probably my favorite costume as an adult. She was Carl, and she had Coral, and she had like the. Do you remember the episode where he had the giant thing of pudding? Like the
Oh,
100,
yeah.
like 100-ounce.
We went to cash and carry and got one.
Yeah,
Back when The Walking Dead was the shit.
all the rage.
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 The great.
Oh, look, your clothes properly.
What'd you say?
Fuck off, dude. I tried to do something nice for you. Get out of here. Looks great.
Okay. Figure out how I'm gonna get this section. Cut this one the rest of the way off.
I'll turn the lights out and try to get a glowy.
Turn
You
the
know what I
lights
mean?
out and get a glow, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, what's the snack game like up in the Brasher residence?
Week.
My nuts!
We've only got California raisins.
Yeah. Is that a bag of rocks?
Yeah. It's for my plants.
No more pizza?
Not as far as I know.
No more Taco Bell? Oh, you guys had ice today?
Yeah.
We did have ice.
How was it?
It was delicious.
Haven't had it.
Okay.
It's never been as good as when we were in San Jose visiting Anthony.
What?
Ike's.
Oh, Ike's.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was like the OG one, you know?
That one was hella good. Soaked up a lot of the liquor.
Yeah.
And I think made it for a better night.
Fucking kidding me.
Good
Steak.
times. With my weird homicidal roommate.
That was so weird.
Love that fucking guy, dude. I could not stop. That's never happened before. You know? I think I just missed Anthony.
Yeah, it's like now when we take a break from the podcast, we're all just like, I need to joke.
I've been spending way too much time with Dominic. But then meeting your roommate, I was like, man, this makes Dominic look normal.
You heard from him at all recently?
He sent me that Michael Myers TikTok.
That's all I hear from him is very occasionally he'll just send me like a
And
funny TikTok about
he's like-
something relating
He's like,
to our
here's an internet
childhood.
meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I talked to him about my motorcycle accident because he asked me how my bike was. And then he just laughed at me.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. He was like, dude, that's fucking embarrassing.
You think you know a ghost, right?
And I was like, dude, I don't think it's not funny. I'm not, like, offended.
He didn't like hurt my feelings or anything. Not really.
Okay. Don't kids.
Isn't
don't
there a
try this.
James Bond movie called Octopussy?
Yeah.
There you go. I got Mayo. If you're doing James Bond, I'm doing James Bond.
All right, I'm gonna go back to it then on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong? You feel cheated?
Yeah.
Can you think of another one? Not that you have to.
No, I'm only saying that because I already thought of one, so.
He was hoping it was game over and that he won.
Oh.
So P. I can think of a podcast.
Soctopussy. Plan 9 from outer space.
Push. Not the one by Sapphire. The one with Chris Evans and the superpowers.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, that's a fucking good ass one, dude.
You're a Planet of the Apes fan? I didn't know
I don't know how. Talked about it extensively. Q? Oh, fuck.
Cue the wing surfing.
No. These Mickey Mouse shaped ones taste weird.
They're made of real mouse.
Surprisingly, a little fishy.
Are you eating dog food right now?
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah. They get weird.
probably because they're
Super good for the stream. Quiet Place.
Yes, got a monster in it.
Yeah, they're from space, right? Are they from space? Did they establish they were from space?
The aliens?
In the second one, right? Or no? Am I tripping?
It seemed like they probably were.
I thought they showed something falling. I basically ate all of it. You want me to just throw these crumbs out? It's not gonna get that. Just bag empty back.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Way better than that.
Come on. that guy. You're not that guy, pal.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'm hungry.
I'm of one mind right now. Get this thing done.
You're making good progress, though.
Yeah,
About 3/4 of the way.
I'm just avoiding those teeth.
Or 2/3, I guess. Somewhere around there. I guess I can go refine.
Quantum of Solace.
God damn it.
That's a well that you're just gonna keep pulling from, huh?
I think after this, I don't think I've got anything else that I can use.
What's after Q? R?
Did you do a Q?
Me? Yeah, he did Q, the winged serpent.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I think it was on trivia at some point.
Rebo, genetic opera.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with Rollerball. That old classic.
I'm gonna go with Rebo Men.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
We all on it?
Could have also done Resident Evil. Because technically, it's a virus that they made in a science lab.
As opposed to what other kind of lab?
Yes.
A non-science lab?
A
A
dog.
Labrador.
Yeah.
Make it a whole lot easier. I'm gonna poke a hole.
Splice.
Starship Troopers.
Nice. Nobody said Running Man for R. Oh, there you go.
Run in, and run in.
That's the one with Schwarzenegger, right? And
And he's running.
and the dude from the original host of Family Feud, Richard Dawson. Is that Running Man? If I remember correctly. He's the one that was always kissing the contestants.
Cancel.
Yeah, I don't know.
S.
Yeah.
A Superman.
No, we're not doing superhero movies, John.
I need you to hold my dick.
Why? T.
Tenet.
Type cop.
Terminator.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm sorry, that's the Terminator.
You're an
I mean, he's fucking got me.
Yeah, it's T though.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Underwater.
Ooh, you know what, I said that yesterday for horror. How funny.
Works for both.
Under the Tuscan sun.
Just kidding. Under the Skin.
Fuck you, dude.
You gave that to him.
I did.
I was thinking thinking Under the Tuscan Skin as a joke, and then I was like, I don't want to double down on the joke.
Why not? I think it does it all.
Does what? What'd you say?
He said he didn't want to double down on a joke.
KFC double down.
KFC double down. Oh man, you. Us.
Okay.
No, that's not science fiction.
Yeah, it is. There's a whole underworld with
Is that
like-
science though?
it's still
Well,
science.
it's fucking shadow people. I don't know. Science fiction. Double
Chat, we think.
feature.
Does Us count as science fiction?
I don't think it even counts as science fact.
I guess I could say underdog. Right?
Hey, no superheroes.
Oh, careful.
Yeah.
Okay. Steven said absolutely does. Well, there you go.
Vivarium.
What are we on?
That's what he's saying for V.
Oh, V. Oh, that's that one with Eisenberg.
Mm-hmm.
Did no one watch?
Florence Pug, or not Florence Pug, Imogen Poots.
Call it Pug. V.
For Vendetta. Got you. Get out of here.
I didn't even say anything.
I snaked it. You said V, and I said V for Vendetta.
I made 100,000 and I freaked it.
Bought an 87 for the weekend. Red light, green light, red light, green light, fast car.
Oh, Hell King, Killmonger. Okay, now it's cultural appropriation, John.
I should turn it this way so that if anyone tunes in, it's like this is not me just sitting here. I'm done. I'll put the knife in its circle.
Okay.
You sweating?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I just finished mines.
That works out because I think mine was the most advanced level, yours was the simplest, and his was the middle. And it seems that's pretty accurate.
And what? Like, I was done and he's done and you're almost done?
Exactly. You caught on.
What's that? Valerian and the City of 1,000 Cities?
Ooh,
or something?
good job.
City of 1,000 Planets, I think, or something like that.
Watchmen?
Okay. Westworld.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's a good one. There's a good one on the table.
War of the Worlds.
Ooh, that's a good one. I was going to say... Wow.
Mwali.
Oh, you are making me nervous.
Yeah, you watching me is making me nervous.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. Sorry, Anthony. X?
X-Men.
Yeah, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
X2.
X-Men Days of Future
Yeah,
Past.
that's fair. Let's do that.
Yeah, X
Call it a
is
day.
a difficult one.
Why?
Cause I gotta.
PRRT. Why?
We're on X.
No.
We are.
We're on Y. We copped out for X. We just did X-Men movies. Anyone just tuned in? We are going through the alphabet. Science fiction style. and Carving Pumpkins. Again, doing Season of the Wish Pumpkins.
Season of the Wish. Yeah, bish.
We're rounding out the final leg of this bad boy.
And if you're interested, hop on Instagram and tell me what you think of my Halloween movie rankings. Since everybody's posting those, I went ahead and threw mine up. I think they're probably pretty in line with what most people think about those movies.
So you think, I looked briefly at the picture you sent me, you think Zombies Halloween 2 is the worst?
Probably.
More than Resurrection? Was Resurrection your second to last?
See, you gotta at some point, some of those are just like tied at half stars.
Yeah, that's fair.
Those ones toward the end,
Oh,
like
toward
some
the
of them
end.
are tied at 1 star or half star, so those aren't necessarily like in
Yeah.
that order. And also, I have a little bit more nostalgia for even Resurrection than I do for Zombies. But yeah, I think pretty much all those last ones in that bottom list are all like half star movies, so it's interchangeable depending on what mood I'm in.
Gnarly out, huh? So windy out here in the California. Every time the wind blows too hard, the door jiggles, and my dog's like,
Yeah, the big ass branch fell on my grandma's car today, and
"Oh my god, you
Yeah.
fuck it up."
I dented it. So I went on. The guys were installing our microwave, and they were like, "Oh yeah, go on the Go Modesto app or whatever, and you can submit a report with photos, and then they have like 48 hours to get back to you or something with a person from the city."
And
So
they'll
I
pay
took-
for it. Oh, because it's a city tree.
Yeah, so when my grandma called, they were like, "You can't touch it, you can't do anything to it." And she was like, "Well, then are you guys going to come out and do something about it? Because every time it gets windy, it drops branches on our cars, and our
Yeah.
car's already dented from it happening last year." And so I took a bunch of photos of the one that fell on our car today. Okay, I'm done.
Let's see her.
That happened at
Oh.
I did that on purpose because it's weak there.
that happened at my grandma's house. The entire tree fell on some dude's truck. Completely smashed it.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Ash's car almost got hit by a big branch too. Everything's so dead. It just breaks.
Yeah. All right, how's the witchy?
Which turned out pretty good.
Yay! Just got the witch. Anthony still gotta do the top of his. And then we can get tea lights in these motherfuckers and show them off to
Yeah,
you
we'll turn off the lights.
in the dark. I don't know. Where's a good one for that? There you
Yeah.
go. It's kind of pretty good. Got that tooth, but he's worried about it being too little. I don't know if he wants me to do it. I'll do it.
I don't know if you'll count this, but I'm gonna say Youth and Revolt.
What's science fiction about that?
It's like he has like weird like vision quests and shit because of like drugs.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I want to do it. I don't know if he wants me to though.
Question is, what value will it add if you do it,
I mean, I don't know.
or what value will it take away if you break it?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna break it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, kid, don't get penisy.
Ugh. Oh man, I'd put OG Halloween 2 way further down that list.
I think
Oh, because I think Anthony put it as like top.
so. He likes Halloween 2 as a companion to Halloween,
Like one big movie.
yeah, to watch them all at the same time. And I think that's what adds that value for him,
I see.
which I won't necessarily disagree with.
My hands are on fire.
Don't put them hands on fire.
Don't forget to do your top. You got the big knife?
I got the big knife right here.
That's not a knife.
it might be easier to start with one of these. Get the hole going.
Just doing a little cleanup work on mine. Get some of these fuzzlies out of here.
Steven disagrees with your high ranking of Halloween 2.
Yeah, well, Steven.
He said it isn't crazy enough with its kills to be fun, but it's not simple enough to be scary like the first Halloween.
You already have a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to rewatch Halloween 2, I think. Because when I was a kid, I really liked it, just because it does pick up right after Halloween, uses the same mask, like has a very similar feel outside of more exaggerated kills. Like it's shot in a very similar way. So to me, they're kind of a piece. So that's why I rank them together like that. But I'd have to rewatch Halloween 2 to really see if it stands up, you know? Holds up. Holds up under scrutiny. This is what she looks like.
There you go. Let me get that tooth.
Hmm?
So let me get that tooth.
That tooth?
Uh-huh.
You can break it. And then I'm gonna be mad at you.
You don't know that?
Yeah, but then how fucking terrible would you feel if you go to get that tooth and you break my whole pumpkin?
I would feel not terrible because you could just glue it right back together and it would make no difference.
Well, the difference would be
You'd know?
it looks perfectly fine with the tooth. The mask even has a tooth that's like missing or whatever.
You want to try to... Oh, okay. Hey, here's our bodies.
Here's the inside of my body.
I'm already revealed, technically.
What?
Alright, let's spin them around.
Spin them around.
3, 2, 1. Boom.
Happy Halloween!
Alright, so let's get the lights off in here. And then we'll drop some tea lights on these bad boys.
Is this yours or Anthony's?
That one's for Anthony. I've got one over here.
Sure.
It's got a little pull tab in it to get it going, and then you have to twist it to get it started.
I pulled the tab for you already.
Twist the actual light.
Yeah. Like this.
Alexa, turn off.
Clockwise.
A couple things share that name. Halloween and Halloween Lights. Which ones did you want?
Hall & Oates?
Call notes. It's a number you can phone into if you want to listen to staticky versions of Hall & Oates classics.
The halls have oats.
As much light as possible so you will see it.
Yeah, we're gonna get all these lights turned off, and then you're gonna see these motherfuckers glowing. Making it dark.
Get in, bitches.
Oh shit! Was that Bone Daddy?
Bone Daddy.
Was the skeleton from Halloween Town? Fucking Benji?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The cab driver?
Benny? Benji? Benny. Benny?
Benji, I think.
Something with a B.
Lights
My
are
nose
coming
itches.
off.
You don't have one.
My phantom nose.
Okay, here we go.
No,
Oh, not yet?
John doesn't have his on.
Oh. Hey, we're still here. Just in case you tune in, you're like, what the fuck? And here's what they look like glowing.
Can you see anything?
Mm-hmm.
Hold them up a little closer here like this.
Can't see.
They look tight.
Yeah, there we go. The witch, the skull, the pumpkin.
Carly Beth. Carly Beth.
What the fuck is Carly Beth?
It's from Haunted Mask.
Never heard of it.
Goosebumps.
Lights on and
You should have put that on during lights out. Hey, all right. Well, there you go.
Thanks for tuning in to our pumpkin carving take 2. I'll get this edited and thrown up on YouTube.
yeah.
So people can check it out. If you want to check out our gift exchange that we did last weekend, then that's also up on our YouTube channel currently. And yeah, our episode tomorrow comes out with our thoughts on Halloween Kills and our wrap up of 31 Terror Tales with the last 10 Halloween movies.
10 Halloween movies. Some of them are very brief because we've already shared our thoughts, and they're classics. Some of them are a lot more in depth.
Yeah, if you are trying to get prepared for the next week's episode after that, you need to watch June.
Yeah,
Dune,
so
Villain
Dune
Warrior.
available if you're in the U.S. on HBO Max, and if you can get into
Theater.
if you can get in to see Lamb, check that out too. We'll be doing a
Lamb,
review of
yeah.
that.
Yeah, they're doing an A24 screening room for that on Tuesday. So if you're able to check that out, I would highly suggest it because we're going to be watching it on Tuesday as well.
Alrighty, well, we have been Porcelain Peak. This has been Pumpkin Carving.
Yes, Steven, thanks for
2021.
the compliments.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they turned out awesome.
Oh, do we want to try to come up with a Y and a Z?
I don't.
I got Zathura for Z.
So then why'd you ask?
Yogi Bear.
Hey, woo woo! It's about talking animal. Sci-fi enough for me.
There you go. We got through the whole alphabet. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We have been Porcelain